Now we'll try to understand joins. So first we have to understand the advantage of joins. By using joins we can able to fetch data from two or more tables. Okay, based on the logical relationship between the tables. So that is what is the advantage of basic advantage of or the basic use of joins. Now let us try to understand types of joins. There are almost 4 types of joins supported in TSQL language. So first type of join is inner join, second one is outer join. Outer join is classified into 3 types. First one is left outer join, next one right outer join, third one is full outer join. And after this the self join will come and the cross join will come. So these are the 4 types of joins. Now let us try to understand inner join first. Okay, so by using inner join you can able to get the data from 2 or more tables. Okay, so now you observe the syntax, inner join syntax. So usually wherever you are using join, there or wherever you want to get the data from tables, 2 or more tables, you will be using the join something like this, inner join something like this. That is left table name, and usually you will be giving alias name. The alias name can be your wish. You can give any alias name, but it is better to give shorthand name. But anyhow this alias name is not mandatory, but it is recommended to use alias name. So after writing the left table name, next alias name, and you have to use inner join or maybe join keyword. Even if you are using join keyword also, by default database engine will consider it as inner join only. Okay, and after this, and you remember there must be a space between inner and join. In fact here I am not showing the space. There must be a space between inner and join, and after that you have to specify the right table name. The table name can be anything. Next alias name on, later you have to specify the condition after on keyword. Now we will try to understand few samples based on this joins or inner join. Now you have to take these 2 tables, look at the 2 new tables which I have created. Select star from, first table is students table and the second table is trainings table. So these are the 2 tables. Okay, so these are the 2 tables. First one is students table, second one is trainings table. Students table is having 5 records and then trainings table is having almost 6 records. Okay, now first I will give you one requirement, and corresponding to that requirement we will try to understand the mechanism of writing the query or fetching the correct result by using joins. Now my requirement is I just want to get the result set something like this. I will show you the expected result set or final result set. Now I need all the students information along with their trainings information in this format. I need student ID, name of the student, date of joining of the student, the training name, whichever is attended by the student. Okay, but if you observe this result set, I need 3 columns from first table, that is from the students table, because I said this is students table and I said this is trainings table. So into my result set I need 1 column from the trainings table as well. Trainings table. Okay. Now what should I do in order to get the result set something like this? Very simple. You have to use joins now. In order to get the data from 2 or more tables, definitely you have to use joins. Now let us use inner join. So let me write the join query directly, and now let us observe we are getting the output in the similar format or not. First I will write the query select s dot sid s dot name comma s dot doj comma t dot t underscore name from first table, left side table. Say left side table in the sense, before writing the join condition or join, so whichever the table occurring before the join, that table we are calling it as left table. Okay, so now the table name is students. Yes, you give the alias name, that is yes. Now which keyword we need to use? You can use either inner join keyword or simply join keyword, your wish. Inner join. Next, another table name which is participating in the join. The table name is trainings. Alias name again you give T, shortened name. Next, on condition. So based on which condition we have to get the data from these two tables. So if you observe carefully, so there is a relation between these two tables. What is the relation and where exactly the relation is coming? So this trainings table is actually depending on the students table, and this is the dependent column s underscore id. Okay, so now by using these dependent columns sid, s underscore id as well as sid, based on these two columns we can able to match the data. Now you write on s dot sid is equals to t dot s underscore id. Now what exactly will happen when you write the query something like this and when you send the query to the database engine? Very simple. Now database engine will start comparing the records present in first table, that is students table, with the records present in the trainings table. Now based on this condition, first SID value will be taken from the first table, that is SID1. Now this SID values will be compared with the S underscore ID values present in the trainings table. Now this record is matching because SID value is 1 here, and similarly one more record is matching. Two records are matching. So where SID values are becoming 1. Now these matched records from trainings table and the record which is used for the comparison from students table will be added into the final result set. Now here we are asking the database engine to get SID, name, date of joining from students table, T underscore name from trainings table. Now you will get SID value 1, name of the student is Suresh, date of joining is 2010 maybe 0607, and T underscore name value is C# from this row. Next, similar way the same data from the students table will come because there is one more row matching from trainings table. Now you will get corresponding to this row from trainings table, you will get ASP.NET MVC. The date of joining value is same as the previous value 2010 0607. Okay. Now next, the second record will be taken for the comparison from the students table. Now it will start matching for the, it will start searching for the matched records in the training table. So here 2, and there is no SID having 2 over here. Okay. So now what will happen? Even this record also will not come into the result set because there is no condition, there is no match from the other table, trainings table. So that is why I said in case of inner join only matched records will come into the final result set. Now this row will not come. Okay. Next, third row or the SID value 3 will be taken into the consideration. Okay. So 3. Now this 3 will be compared with the S underscore ID columns from trainings table. There are 2 matches. This and then this. Fourth row, second row and fourth row. Now directly 3 Kavya corresponding date of joining, that is 2014 11 24. What next? From the trainings table C# And similarly one more row is also matching 3 Kavya, again same date of joining, and again C# will come over here. So from this row, next fourth record will be taken into the consideration now for comparison. So now you will get 4 Nisha, some date of joining, that is 2010-06707. And next, how many rows are matching from trainings table? 2 rows. Now these 2 rows, that is only t underscore name values will come into the result set. First one is SQL, again 4 Nisha, same date of joining, and cloud computing. Okay, so this is how the join condition will be evaluated. So you remember one important point, the database engine will be using complex loops, right? Loops internally for evaluating the joins. Okay, so I believe you understood the execution mechanism of the joins. Now let us try to observe the output directly by writing the query in the SQL Server Management Studio. Now let me go to the SQL Server Management Studio. Whatever I have explained as of now, the same thing I am typing now. Select s dot sid, s dot name, s dot doj. What next? T dot t underscore name from students, yes, inner join, or otherwise you can write only join. Next, trainings t on s dot sid is equals to t dot s underscore id. Now see the output. Whatever I have explained, the same output is coming into the result set. The same output is coming into the result set. Now let us try to understand one more question here. So when you are writing the joins, you are allowed to use the group by classes and then having classes also. Okay, so not only group by and having classes, even you are allowed to write where classes also, your wish. Okay, now I will give the assignment. My requirement is display all students or student names who has attended more than one training. Even the student has attended one training more than one time also, I just want to include those student names into the result set. Only we need student name. I don't want other information. Now you observe this first record from students table. This record, Suresh. Okay, first student is Suresh. Now how many trainings Suresh has attended? Suresh has attended 2 trainings, that is C# and then ASP.NET MVC. I need the student name into the final result set. I will show you the final result set. I need Suresh because he has attended more than one training. Next, Harshil. How many trainings Harshil has attended? No trainings. I don't want Harshil. Next, 3 Kavya. How many trainings Kavya has attended? Kavya has attended. Kavya's SID is 3. And Kavya has attended C#. So 2 times. She has attended 2 trainings or 2 times. I need Kavya. Next, Nisha. How many trainings Nisha has attended? Nisha has attended again 2 trainings. That is SQL and then cloud computing. Right? So I need these 3 records. I believe you understood the question. Now you need to write a query which will display the result set something like this. For your better understanding, I will write the query for this question and later I will give an assignment based on this. For your better understanding, now I will write the query for you for this question, for solving this question, and later I will give an assignment based on the similar concept. First I will write the query and later I will explain the query and its internal execution mechanism. Let me write select s dot name from students s inner join, or maybe simply can be join also, your wish, inner join or join. Next trainings t alias name t on s dot sid is equals to t dot s underscore id group by s dot name having count star greater than 1. Now let us execute this query. We are getting Kavya, Nisha and Suresh. So this is what is expected. Nisha, we are getting Kavya, Nisha and then Suresh. Okay. So now you may get one doubt here. When we executed the query, this query, we are not getting Suresh first. We are getting Kavya, Nisha and then Suresh. Why it is happening? Because of this group by clause. You remember, by default group by clause will order the data in ascending order of the column name which you have specified in the group by clause. Now K will come first. After this N will come in the ascending order and next S will come later. That is the reason why this data is coming something like this. Now let us try to logically identify or understand the query execution mechanism. So based on these two tables data. Okay. Now when this query is sent to the database engine, so first of all we must understand how exactly the data is fetched from these two tables and how exactly it is grouped and then how exactly the having clause is executed, so that you can able to understand the internal execution mechanism of the query. So first of all you remember, whenever join is present, usually the join condition will be executed first. Okay. And the whole table data, irrespective of the select statement over here, the whole table data will be logically considered into the intermediate result set or logically fetched into the intermediate result set. So you remember one thing, you cannot be able to see these intermediate result sets. Okay. So internally database engine will be preparing all the intermediate result sets and thereby it will be executing the remaining query. Okay. But anyhow, just for our understanding purpose, I am going to show the logical intermediate result sets which are prepared by the database engine. So this is just for understanding the queries execution mechanism. Now I said this join condition will be executed and it will start fetching the data. Now for the explanation purpose, I will take SID column, name column data as well as trainings column data. I will include T underscore name column from the trainings table and maybe the remaining columns from both the tables. Anyhow, we no need to bother about the remaining columns because in my explanation I will be using only these three columns, or at least these two columns, name and training. Now first SID value based on this condition, s dot SID is equals to t dot s underscore id. Now this SID will be matched to the s underscore id present in trainings table. Now you will get 1 Suresh, training name is C# and remaining information again 1 Suresh. So the next training name is ASP.NET MVC. Similar way, 2 Harshil. There is no matched records from training table, so this row will not come. Next 3 Kavya. 3 Kavya there are two matches, that is C sharp and again C sharp, 3 Kavya. Next, this record is completed, this completed. Next, fourth record, there is a match from trainings table. Now 4 Nisha included. The training name is SQL. Again 4 Nisha included. The training name is cloud computing. Right? So after including the remaining columns also, after including this, again 5, there is no match from this trainings table. Okay, will not be taken into the consideration. So an intermediate result set is prepared after execution of this join condition. Okay, so after execution of this join condition, all the data present in both the tables or all the columns from both the tables will be included corresponding to the matched records. So after this, now group by class will be evaluated. Now what this group by class will do? Sometime back I told you that group by class is useful for grouping the data based on the given column. Okay. Now, so how many groups will come? Suresh occurring multiple times. So Suresh will come. Kavya, this is one more group. Nisha, one more group. Now 3 intermediate result sets are created. After execution of group by class, by taking this intermediate result set as base, now based on this intermediate result set, now group by class will be evaluated and then this group by class will create 3 intermediate rows or intermediate result sets. I will call this one as IRS1. SID name T underscore name. Other columns 1 Suresh, again Suresh, C sharp, ASP.NET, MVC. Similar way, one more intermediate result set is created. I will call this one as intermediate result set 2. Again SID name T underscore name. Other columns. This time 3 Kavya. This, because we are grouping the data based on this name columns. Now wherever Kavya is present, all the rows which are having Kavya as name will be included into this second result set. The training names are C sharp, C sharp. Now similar way, third intermediate result set is also created. SID name training underscore name 4 Nisha training names SQL cloud computing, whatever it is. Now intermediate result set, 3 intermediate result sets are created, something like this. After creating the intermediate result sets, after evaluating the group by class, these 3 intermediate result sets are created. Now later what will happen? This having class will be executed on this intermediate result sets which are produced after execution of group by class. Now what is the meaning of this count star? Count star will calculate the total number of records present in each and every intermediate result set which is created after execution of group by class. Now from this intermediate result set, count star means total number of rows count. So 2 here, again 2 here, from this third result set 2. So everything is, this count star value is greater than 1 for each and every intermediate result set. Now what will happen? Now after evaluating this S name column will be executed or select statement will be executed. Now what this select statement will do? It will fetch the name columns values from each and every intermediate result set. Now a final result set is created. I will call this one as FRS. Name column from this intermediate result set 1 one name will be picked. You remember, from each and every group by class intermediate result set, only one row must come into the final result set. That is the condition. That is what I have explained in group by class. Now from this intermediate result set 1, Suresh will be taken. And from this second intermediate result set, Kavya will come. And from the third intermediate result set, Nisha will come. So this is how the query is executed. I believe you understood. Now, based on this, I will give an assignment. So let me write the question or assignment. Display students who has attended same training more than once, or any training more than once. So this is what is my requirement. Now you observe carefully. Suresh attended C# and ASP.NET MVC. He has not attended same training more than once. I don't want this Suresh. Anyhow, Arshil not attended any training. Next, Kavya. Kavya has attended C# more than one time. Okay. I need Kavya. Next, Nisha. Nisha has attended 2 trainings, SQL and cloud computing, but she has not attended any training more than once. And Mohit has not attended any training. Okay. So we don't want any records. Right. Now, how will you do this? First you try it on your own. I will give you one clue over here. Group data based on 2 columns. One is name column from students table, and second one is training name from trainings table. Now if you can able to group the data based on these 2 columns, I think you will definitely get the output, proper output. First you do this on your own. Okay. I believe you have written the query. Now let me write. The query now. Select s.name from students. Yes. Join. Can be inner join. If you want, you can keep it as join also. Your wish. Because I said anyhow inner join or join both are same only. Next. Trainings T on s.sid is equals to T dot s_id. Next, group by s.name comma T dot T_name. What next? Having count star greater than 1. Now we are getting Kavya only. Once you execute this, we are getting Kavya only. So just for your better understanding, I would like to explain the query internal working mechanism. So for your better understanding, now I will try to explain the query's internal working execution mechanism or query's internal working mechanism. As usual, first this join condition, on condition will be executed. Now intermediate result set is prepared after execution of on condition. For explanation purpose, I will take SID name from students table, T_name from trainings table, and you can, if you want, you can include other columns also, your wish. Now 1 Suresh, training name is C#, and the next 1 Suresh ASP.NET MVC. Next 3 2 times Kavya Kavya has attended C sharp. C sharp will come over here. C sharp will come over here. And the next 4 Nisha. 4 Nisha SQL cloud computing will come here, and if you want you can include the other columns information also. Now after creating the intermediate result set, after execution of this on class, now the execution will go to the group by class. Now the data present in intermediate result sets, this intermediate result set must be grouped based on these two columns, S name and T dot T underscore name. Now you observe Suresh C sharp. Is there any similar combination present anywhere? No. Suresh C sharp is unique. So now one intermediate result set is prepared. I will call this one as intermediate result set 1. For SID, next name, T underscore name, 1, Suresh, C sharp. No Suresh and C sharp combination occurring anywhere. Okay. Next, Suresh, ASP.NET MVC, this combination. So anywhere this combination is occurring? No other place. So directly this IRS2 will be considered, and this record will be included into second result set. SID to name Suresh T underscore name, that is ASP.NET MVC. Okay. Next, third record, Kavya C sharp. Anywhere this combination is occurring? Yes, this combination is present here, Kavya C sharp. Now corresponding to this Kavya C sharp group, one more intermediate result set is created. I will call it as IRS3. SID name T underscore name 3 Kavya C sharp I believe. Next C sharp. Next this combination Nisha and SQL, because we are using S dot name comma T dot T name. Now one more intermediate result set 4 will be created. SID name T underscore name 4 Nisha SQL. There is no such kind of combination anywhere. Next, Nisha cloud computing IRS 5, one more intermediate result set. SID name T underscore name. So SID 4 will come here. Nisha cloud computing will come over here. Right? So based on this group by class, now this intermediate result set data, grouped based on name and then T underscore name columns, and hence it is creating 5 other intermediate result sets. Now after this count star greater than will be evaluated. Now which of these 5 intermediate result sets are having the rows more than 1? Only this, that is third one. Okay. Now final result set will be prepared. What is required in the final result set? We are asking the database engine to get only name. Now only one row must come, or one record must come from this IRS3, that is Kavya will come. Okay. So that is how the query is internally executed. I believe you understood.